So one of the questions that we get quite a bit is if you're able to run a home business from your house. I wanted to go over some of the pros and cons today. My name is Steven with Business Growth Engine. We help a lot of home service businesses all across the United States automate, scale, and market their very own business. So we basically come in, we help them out, show them where they are, where they want to go, and end up scaling them to multi-million dollars a month. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around for this video. I'm going to talk about some of the pros and cons of running a business from your home. Just any business in general applies to any of them. But the big thing that it does is, the home service businesses are starting to take steam again, go, kind of getting a resurgence as might think. Because the big thing is that a lot of them, they're either, cleaning companies, solar companies, roofing companies, things like that. And with the pandemic, 5 years behind us, a lot of people still want to work from home. So that's a very big question. And there's tons of businesses every single year that wake up and they say, hey, I want to run a business, but I want to run a home service business. Maybe it is a cleaning company, maybe it's not. But the big thing you want to look out for is, do you have space to run it? Because a lot of people really think that if they just have a computer, they can run their business from anywhere. That there's some pros and cons to that, but one of the big things you want to look out for is that you need to have a quiet place. You need to have a place that you can actually work, an office. If you look around me, this is our office here. We focus on working from home because we have places that we can go in, we can shut the doors, we can focus. Because when you're running a business, especially a startup, it's going to be challenging. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs, but you need to understand that you need to have a quiet place that you can focus solely on your business, whether it's generating content, whether it's writing those invoices, whether it's building a team, whether it's sending out, requests for other people, things like that. Those are the type of things you want to look out for. You want to create a list, you want to create a schedule in order to build your time up and make it as effective as possible. Because what you're doing early on is you're trading your time for revenue. And where you want to go eventually is you want to trade that time, but you want to trade it for creativity. Because if you're able to create the creativity aspect, generate that amount of income, you're able to flip that and sell it to anybody else. Because the big thing with time is that everybody is limited on their time. And if you're not able to convert to being creative, you're going to struggle. And that's where having a home office comes in. That's where having a quiet place to focus is. It doesn't even have to be your home. It could be, your local library, your local area that's quiet enough that you can focus on your business, all day, every day. You want to be able to breathe it. You want to be able to live it. You want to be able to experience it. So starting a business from home, especially a home service business, it can be very, very profitable. The challenges come with, proving your worth. A lot of people think that if you're running a business from your home, you're just a freelancer. You're not really performing. That could be totally, that could be true because there's a lot of them out there. But one of the things you need to understand as well is that you have to have that dedicated time. A lot of people can't work from home because they get sidetracked, they get carried away, they get distracted with all of their, all their activities that they normally do at their house. So having a place that you can go into, you can shut that door, you can focus on, that's where you're really going to shine. That's where you're going to start seeing the added benefit. But it also comes down to time management. And what I mean by that is being able to look at your calendar, block off certain times to tell yourself that these are the only times you're going to focus on your business. Look at the things for your business, and then you have to get the shit done. Because the problem with it is that you get distracted, you start putting it off, you keep saying, hey, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Before you know it, 6 months have passed, and you haven't even really gotten anywhere with your business. At that point, it's just a hobby, it's not an actual business. Starting a business is the fun part, but you're going to start going through these phases where it's kind of like a honeymoon stage. You get all excited, you get super excited about it, you start putting in all this effort, and then it starts wearing off, you start getting used to it, you start getting in different routines, and then you don't start, put in the same amount of effort. And then you start seeing some sales, you go right back up, do the same thing, and there it's almost like a never-ending cycle. So working from starting a business at home is one of the hardest things to do, but you have to understand that you have to have the dedicated time, you have to have the dedicated resources, and you have to be able to put in that time and that effort to make it successful. Because if you're not able to put in that time, not able to put in that effort, your business is not going to go anywhere, regardless if you're at home or at a secluded spot outside of your house. But starting a business from home, the pros are you're at home all the time, you're there, you're around your family, you have the freedom to do what you want to do, you have the freedom to focus on what you want to focus on. The cons, like I said, the big killer in home businesses, working from home, is the distractions. You don't want to be distracted. You want to focus. You want to be able to grow. So, one of the things that we normally do is I carry around a notebook all the time and I write down all my notes. I focus on that, and then every morning I sit down and I write out my schedule of what I'm gonna do that day. If I'm doing something, I block off my time. I put my teams into do not disturb, so this way no one can message me. I can focus on what I have to focus on. That's how I'm gonna be productive. And then later at night when everything else is quieted down, I start doing more and more stuff as well for my business that I might have missed during the day. That's how I'm able to segregate times back and forth. But the big challenge is that you want to be able to find what works best for you. Just because it works great for one person does not mean it's going to work great for another. So you can run almost any type of business from your home. But the other big con about that is that you have to look at your state and local laws. Some states, some local laws do not allow it. We're not experts here on that. We're not lawyers on that. So you need to understand your state, your laws, and understand what it takes to be successful. Sometimes you just have to get an actual storefront. You have to get an actual commercial building. And those come with costs, those come with time, those come with energy. Think about doubling all of your expenses just from having that. So that's where some of those issues are. But running a business from home can be extremely successful if you put in the time. Putting in the time is what's going to make the difference, and that's what's going to give you the effort to succeed. So think about the pros and cons, create a list, write it down, write down the pros of working from home, write out the cons from working from home, and try to break it down and see which one works best. Maybe, start out a couple days a week working from home and a couple of days at the office. But if you can figure out that nice balance, you're going to be able to focus. The big portion of running a small business is focusing on what matters the most and putting your energy and your effort into it. If you don't have that ability to do that, you're not going to have a successful business, regardless of where you're working. Where you're working ultimately should not matter. It should be about how much effort you're putting in, how much creativity you're putting in, how much content you're putting out there for the world to see. A lot of small businesses fail because they are not being seen enough. So if you're able to put out that content, you're able to grow your business by providing that value, you're going to be successful regardless of where you are. But if you have any questions and you want to reach out, you need some advice on growing your business, starting your business, automating it, scaling it, marketing it, reach out to us. You can reach out to me personally. My number is 931-220-7630. Yes, that is my cell phone number. Text me, give me a call, share your stories with me. I love to hear all the success stories that come out of it. So being able to do that really gives you the motivation to know that you have people in your corner rooting for you and growing your business. I get a lot of people asking, why do you put your cell phone out there? And it's because I love to hear you guys' stories. I love to see the success that you guys bring to the table. And I love learning from you guys just as much as us putting out the content. If you're able to learn from others, you're going to see the results of what they've done and how it can be applied to your business. So just working from home doesn't mean that you can stay in your bed all day. You need to have a set schedule. You need to have that dedication. You need to have that drive. If you're able to do all that stuff, you're going to be a successful business and you're going to be able to continue to grow. If you need a solid foundation for your business, click the link below. You can see you can sign up for our free 14-day free trial of our growth engine. That's our platform to get you started, get you growing, start making some money as soon as tomorrow. And that's the benefit. If you're going to be working from home, make sure that you have that drive. Make sure you have that focus. If you're not, that's perfectly okay. Don't let the people that are working from home judge you. Don't let the people that are not working from home judge you as well. Whatever can grow your business is going to be the best for it.